folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. Today, of course, we're going to get into Crown Zenith. We're going to talk about the investment value behind it, the cards in the set, how I see breakers possibly playing this, how openers might want to steer clear. We'll get into that, but I'm also going to get into the entire Sword and Shield era because there's one thing that's kind of been circulating around the Pokemon community right now, and that's bubble, right? People are talking about bubble again. They're talking about things rising too fast in price and maybe things being overvalued. And I just want to say to all those people, you're wrong. You're wrong, I mean, for lack of a better term. And I'm going to tell you the reason why they're wrong. Right now, these sets, these booster boxes, the ones that have just been released, like Silver Tempest, Lost Origin, Astral Radiance, people are freaking out about those because they're thinking, well, there's no way boxes should be $130 a box out of the gate that quickly. And the reason they're wrong is because these boxes are performing exactly as you would expect boxes to perform when things go out of print. Let me say that again. These boxes are performing exactly how sets perform when they go out of print. Meaning, usually after a year and a half, 2 years, whatever, when Pokemon, cycles that product out, they're out of rotation, they go out of print, boxes usually do see a 10, 15, 20% rise. That's exactly what we're seeing with these sets because people are deeming them as there's a very real possibility they're going out of print. I'm talking to people like Mason Cardinal Gaming out there right now. Yes, there's a very real possibility you don't get massive amounts of booster boxes. There's a very real possibility you can't make your buku bucks getting all these products reprinted at distribution level and then you flipping them to the community and making tons and tons of money. There's people like that out there who think that just because prices are high, that Pokemon has to reprint them, they care about their players too much, blah, blah, blah. Here's the problem. Pokemon is going through one of the biggest transitions they've ever went through in their whole history. I would say probably is second biggest when they transfer from Wizards of the Coast to Nintendo actually printing the products back in the mid-eras. Okay? So, when you look at switching from yellow borders to silver borders, that's entirely new printing, new ink, completely new cards. And so, when they're switching their printing facilities over like that, there's a very real issue that they might not want to have to print yellow and silver border cards at the same time. Right now, there's absolutely no official word. Danny Phantom's talked about it. Eli from Pokemart's talked about it. Other creators have talked about it. There is zero official word from Pokemon that any reprints are coming. No distributors have any news for any of these stores that they have any product on the way to plan on. Pokemon has not released any news. So, there's absolutely a chance that these could get reprinted and Pokemon's going to reprint these sets and these sets are going to drop in price. If the supply does come back and they reprint, yeah, you're going to see drops. Absolutely. I'm telling you right now, if Pokemon decides to move on from yellow borders and they don't reprint, mark my words, 90% of Sword and Shield sets will be over $200. 90%. There's going to be those outliers. There's going to be the battle styles. There's going to be the Vivid Voltage, Darkness Blaze before the Alt Art craze. There's going to be a few sets that don't make it. Most every set you're going to see in $200 a box. You'll see Evolving Skies at $500. You'll see it. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like I'm just shilling because I own sealed products, so I want it to go up. Yeah, I do. But I don't care. I mean, I have a long-term mindset. I don't care if they reprint some and it drops for a little bit. If it drops enough, I'll buy more. I'll increase my position. But it's just the reality of things. Now, we can sit here and argue and say, well, I don't want that to happen. Me either. I'd like the kids to be able to afford, boxes and be able to continue to play the game or whatever it may be. It's not that I want that to happen. It's not like I'm an evil person. But when we're talking about finances, we're talking about predictions of the market, I'm just telling you, if they do not reprint, I predict the market going much, much higher than it is now. Now, getting to these Crown Zenith boxes, okay? TCG Player just had a drop. Store started listing them at $5.10 in ETB. Could be gone by the time you see this video, but that's what it's at right now. And then the single boxes are going for about $60. Now, over on eBay, it's a little cheaper for per box. It's about $54. The cases are a little more expensive, so kind of pick your poison there, whichever way you want to go. If you want to just buy one to open or you're trying to buy cases to invest, kind of shop around like always. But I want to dig into the actual set, and then we'll come back to the investment value, okay? When we look at this set, I like it, but I don't, okay? It's a great set. It's got too many hits. It's got far too many hits for these products are 10 packs. These ETBs are 10 packs. That's what everyone's buying. Yeah, there's the PC ETBs, right? The Elite Trainer ETBs that are exclusive to the Pokemon Center. They have a few more packs. There might be a premium collection released. I get it. The majority of this product that is sold, the majority across all the Walmarts, Targets, everywhere across the nation, it's ETBs. That's the main product that's being sold. You have 10 packs, okay? 10 chances. let's go through and look at the hits, shall we? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Radiant Charizard. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's see, keep going. We're at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 for the Radiant, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then you got the Full Art Trainers, which you got 5 here. It's 35, 36. You got 36 in the main set. Oh, but wait, there's more. Then you go to the Trainer Gallery where you have 70 hits. 70 hits. You have over 100 hits in this set. There's 70 cards there. Okay? And there's 160 here. You have over 100 hits for a 230 card set. That means, yeah, you're going to have a great time opening it, right? You're going to have fun. You're going to be pulling all kinds of hits. It's going to be a blast. You're not going to be able to pull the cards you want, though. You know how hard it's going to be to actually pull, one of these cards you actually want out of this trainer gallery? You have a 1 in 70 chance. And then, first of all, you have a 1 in how many chance to actually pull one of these from a pack. And then you have a 1 in 70 chance of that card actually being the one you want. It's near impossible. So, for collectors who actually like to pull every card that they have out of the pack themselves, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to cost you thousands of dollars. For breakers on whatnot, it's going to be great, right? You're going to have people playing that gamble. You're going to have people chasing that card they want. You're going to be making a fortune. For people buying on whatnot or trying to buy openings, don't do it. Don't do it. Just go buy the card. Just go jump on TCG Player and buy the card you want. It's going to be so much cheaper in the end. Okay? If you're just trying to open these to have fun, do it. Right? If you're one of those collectors who just is dead set on I have to pull that card out of the pack myself, be my guest, spend thousands of dollars. But if you're just trying to collect the cards, just buy them. Just buy them. If you're wanting to invest in this set, let's get back to that. Yeah. If this... I'm just going to tell you right now. Do you remember Shining Fates? Anyone who wasn't around, you see Shining Fates now, you're like, oh yeah, that set sucks. No, not at all. That set was immediately almost over $100 an ETB. The only reason it dropped is because a reprint came. That's it. This set will do the same. It'll be over 100 ETB, I guarantee it. If a reprint does not come, this set will be 100 ETB. These cases will be $1,000 a case. If Pokemon just announces a reprint, it won't happen. They have to either announce a reprint or actually make a reprint or something. Some news has to come out that more of this is going to be made available. If it doesn't, this will 100% sell out. There's already a shortage of supply as it is. So this is where people are going to be spending a lot of their money. They want to pull all these cards. These will be $1,000 a case. I'm just going to throw it out there. Just the way it's going to be. Do I want that to happen? No, of course not. Right? I want people to be able to enjoy the hobby. I'm just telling you what is most likely going to happen if we don't have a reprint. Okay? Not trying to shill it. Just telling you my view. Moving on from Crown Zenith for a second. Let's look at Sword and Shield era sets. Sword and Shield base, right? Over $300 a box if you count shipping now. It was around $200 at the beginning of the year. It's seen a $100 increase this year. All right? Rebel Trash, right? Same thing. $220 a box. Not as big of an increase, but it was in the hundreds. Now it's in the twos. All right? Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage, very lackluster sets. They both saw reprints. Not doing the greatest after them. Perfect example of how sets perform when they have reprints, right? Now, these sets also don't have alt arts. They're lackluster, right? They have a couple hits people want. That's it. That's why they're performing poorly. Now, when you get into Battle Styles, it's a lackluster set, but it does have alt arts, and it hasn't seen another reprint. So, all that supply that was on the market when Chilling Reign, Battle Styles, and Fusion Strike were oversupplied is now dwindling. And there's no reprint in sight. Even if Pokemon did do a reprint, they're probably not going to reprint Battle Styles. They're going to reprint the crazy sets. And so that's why you're seeing these crazy movements in Battle Styles, because people are coming to terms with, this is probably my last chance to get in before it does go up. Chilling Reign, exact same thing. It was in the 80s, 100s, now it's $130 a box. This is how sets perform when reprints are not expected to come. It's happened ever since I've been in the hobby. XY, Sun and Moon, when sets go out of print and they're perceived to not get any more supply coming, this is the exact price movement you would expect to see. Is it happening quicker in this era? Of course! We're going through crazy turbulence. Pokemon's switching borders. There's a possibility they might have never reprinted any of these sets. So yeah, it's definitely different. That doesn't mean it's a bubble. That does not mean this is a bubble. That does not mean these prices are going to crash. Just going to let you know that right now. Evolving Skies, $330 a box. Oh, it's got to be a bubble. No, it's not. You'll see $500 a box. You'll see these at $500 a box if they don't get reprinted. Pokemon has to reprint this set or it is 100% going to $500 a box. Just telling you right now. Just telling you. Fusion Strike, same way, 130 a box, exactly how sets perform when they go out of print. That's perceived to be out of print. Brilliant Stars, maybe a little high, right? I mean, I get it's a great set, you know, but Pokemon Center still had them available. I mean, they're still pretty widely available. This could be a little FOMO. Maybe should be in the mid-hundreds, not the high hundreds. But, again, if reprints don't come and supply dries up, in the 200s all day. Astral Radiance, same thing, performing just like you would think with no more supplies coming. Lost Origin, same thing. In the 130s, Silver Tempest in the Route 130. It scares people. This scares people. People say there's no way a product with an MSRP, or not MSRP because that's high, but a retail price that was in stores at around $100 a box should be $130 a box. There's no way these 3 new sets should be that high already. That's what you hear out there. Pokemon has to reprint them in order for the game to be played. Yeah, you think that. Doesn't mean they have to. They don't have to do anything. They could literally move on from yellow borders. And if they do that, I'll throw the prediction right now. You can come back and look at this video 6 months from now. I'll predict by summer, if Pokemon makes the statement they're moving on from yellow borders and only printing silver from now on, Sword and Shield definitely be in the 3s. Rebel Clash 2s, maybe 3s. You know, Darkness Blade, Vivid Voltage, they may be high 1s, mid to high 1s. I don't see those getting crazy boosts. Battle Styles, mid 1s. I'm going to say everything else can be 200s. Chilling Reign, 200s. Evolving Skies, 500s. Fusion Strike, 200s. Brilliant Stars, 200, maybe 300s. Astral, Lost, Silver, all 200s. Just going to come out and say it. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. So, not saying this to make you FOMO and freak out and buy. You know, there's a very real possibility they do reprint sets. They do have some printers on hold that they're still going to print Sword and Shield era sets, and not everything's going to switch over to silver borders. If they do that, you're going to see a lot of price drops. You're going to see a lot better entry points in a lot of these sets. They can't reprint everything, obviously, but you're kind of playing Russian roulette then, right? You're throwing darts at a board to try and decide, well, should I buy this? This one might not get reprinted. Well, this one might get reprinted. I'll wait on that one. We're playing a guessing game, okay? So, yeah, you can play the guessing game. You can get lucky, but that's what I see happening with or without the reprints. Now, last thing I want to talk about is specialty sets. Celebrations, right? You still see a continuously gradual climb. That's because it is the 25th anniversary. It has the Charizard artwork from base set. It's got some things going for it. It's still going to perform well. Those things are always going to carry this forward. The other specialty sets, Champion's Path, it's down for the year, right? Shining Fates, after that reprint, it's been nothing but down and even for the year. Pokemon Go, it's down. Why? Specialty sets are not performing as well, is what it is. People like Rudy, Alpha Investments, he only invests in booster boxes. He doesn't even go after the specialty sets. It's more to store, right? There's less packs per product. And let's be honest, a lot of these sets are lackluster, okay? A lot of these sets are lackluster sets, kind of before the alt-art craze. Champion's Path had some Charizards, so what? You know, Celebrations, like I said, 25th anniversary, that's about all it's got going for it. Shining Fates, yeah, it had some boom, then it had some bust, and now it's kind of like, so what? With all that being said, I wouldn't take those specialty sets data and apply it to Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith is a completely different animal shown right here with this training gallery. This is a completely different animal than those sets. It's got far more hits that collectors are going to want to pull. A lot of these hits are very popular Pokemon. Arceus, Giratina, Dialga, Palkia. You got the Pikachu Secret Rare. You got Charizard in this set. This is a completely different animal than what we saw before. Crown Zenith is going to perform very well either way. If you want to get in now, you don't think reprints are coming, you think this is going to be your best shot, it might be. I don't see $510 a case being a terrible entry point. I really don't. If things go the way we're thinking, they're going to be $750, $1,000 a case before we know it. The cards, if you want to make plays on the single cards, I think there's definitely plays on the single cards right now. Here's the reason. Even if mass amounts of this product are being opened, right? These cards are so hard to hit. There's 100 and something hits in that set. So to pull each individual card, it takes so many packs to be opened. Just look at this. 13 listings, 7 listings, 32 of that one. There's very few of these listed, means it takes very few of them to be bought out for the price to significantly move up. What that means is, 1, low supply. 2, a lot of these are being bought up or opened and sent off to being graded at PSA, CGC, Beckett immediately. So that's even more raw cards off the market for at least a couple months. So we might see a short supply of these singles in the months to come. We could see these jump up in the hundreds. We could see these jump in the mid-hundreds, maybe in the 200s in the short term. There could definitely be short-term plays if you're looking to take some risks. Now, if reprints come, If even there's news or reprints, if the supply does go crazy on these, yeah, you might get caught. You definitely could get caught, but there's definitely plays available. So I see a lot of fun, a lot of action in the set. It's definitely not going to be a boring set to open. You're going to pull tons of stuff. I'm sure the Whatnot streamers are eating it up. I'm sure the Whatnot buyers are probably not liking their pulls too much because, yeah, you're going to get pulls when you open stuff. Probably not going to be the pulls you want on average. Just going to throw it out there. With the All Sword and Shield era, pay close attention. Make your bets where you want to make your bets. If you're worried about reprints and you got things like Evolving Skies, consider taking some profits off the table. Consider selling some, but always holding some. I mean, if it's me, I'm always holding some of all these sets. I'm not going out and ever completely getting out of my position in any of these sets because there's a possibility there won't be any reprints and these will all go to the moon. So that's where I stand on Crown Zenith. That's where I stand on Sword and Shield. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Maybe I'm dead wrong. Maybe you think I'm an idiot. Maybe you have the same feelings as me. I don't know. I just make these videos to show you what I see, what I have seen, and how I see that data propelling these products in the future. But, hey, what do I know, right? I don't have any inside contacts. I don't have distributors. I don't have, my grandpa doesn't work at Pokemon. So my guess is really just as good as yours. I'm just speaking from experience in the last 7 years of this hobby. So take it for what you will. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back here in a new one soon. Until then, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, all that stuff. I'm out.